Mackenzie Shirilla is serving life for a deadly crash. Now her lawyers say a calendar mistake cost her a critical appeal, and now they are asking the Ohio Supreme Court to step in. Vasi Prokos explains why.
The evidence was overwhelming. Surveillance video, a black box, and a car traveling nearly 100 miles per hour that never once hit the brakes. In 2023, a judge found Mackenzie Shirilla guilty of murder in the deaths of her boyfriend Dominic Russo and their friend Davion Flanagan. She was sentenced to life in prison with eligibility for parole after 15 years served.
Her actions were controlled, methodical, deliberate.
But now, Shirilla is asking the Ohio Supreme Court to take a look at her case after her previous appeals were denied, not because of new evidence or a legal bombshell, but because of one day. Court records show her attorneys missed the deadline to file a legal challenge to her conviction by a single day. The reason? They forgot 2024 was a leap year. Under Ohio law, convicted defendants have exactly 365 days after their trial transcripts are filed to challenge their conviction. Prosecutors say that Shirilla's clock started October 23, 2023, and her attorneys filed one day late, on October 24, 2024. Shirilla's new attorneys filed another appeal on April 27, 2026, with the Ohio Supreme Court. They argue the clock should have started later, pointing to a separate transcript filed weeks after the trial's record. Her attorneys also say she would have been acquitted in her murder case had she received the effective assistance of counsel. The Cuyahoga County Prosecutor's Office feels this latest appeal should be tossed out. On Wednesday, they released a statement making it clear they believe that Mackenzie Shirilla is guilty of murder. The statement goes on to say, "We are confident that any court that reviews this case will come to the same conclusion." And the Ohio Supreme Court has not yet decided whether it will even hear Shirilla's appeal. Her first parole hearing is scheduled for 2037. Vasi Prokos, 19 News.